So, Perk, we got to go back to your Twitter. You had some thoughts, some late night thoughts about this game.
Run it back. That damn Tibbs got the Knicks looking like the best basketball team in New York.
Ooh.
Something about the culture right now hit different. Carry the hell on.
And it's the hell on. It's not just carry on. He was like, I'm firm on this one. So, best team in New York?
I will agree for you in the moment, right? Right now, if the Knicks and Nets are playing, I'm going with the Knicks. But let's be real here. I think that the Nets are playing with house money. These guys that they have, you know, Kevin Durant, James Harden, even LaMarcus Aldridge showed flashes. When push comes to shove, they're going to be capable of turning things on. And so I don't want to say, oh, they are the best. Like, in the moment they are, we have to see how the season ebbs and flows. But I do think that we do need to put some respect on the Chicago Bulls. Big facts. Defensively and offensively. Like, diversifying their personnel on the perimeter, knowing that Zach LaVine is that guy. But then also, they have a very switchable team, Perk. Like, everyone can guard everyone, and they're playing intense. That's why I love the little goggle signals. Like, that's a team that loves each other. You know what I'm saying?
So we get to do that to each other?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
No, I'm going to keep rolling.
Okay.
I'm going to keep rolling.
You're going to roll the hell on.
Look, we already know what Kevin Durant and James Harden are capable of doing. KD is the best scorer on the damn planet. I get that. But when we're talking about team, we're talking about culture.
Teams?
We're talking about identity. The Knicks have identity. We saw the score last night. It was 104 to 103. Julius Randle struggled again in Chicago, and the Knicks won the game. You know why they won the game? Because they hang their hats on the defensive end. When you have a guy like Evan Fournier fighting to get up over screens, cracking back, getting in the trenches, taking charges. You got Taj Gibson, who is about the same age as me, still playing, out there sliding his puppies, right? You have guys, Tibbs have guys so committed on the defensive end that were never known for defense. So when I'm looking at a team, I'm looking at culture. And right now, what do the Nets lack? Culture.
I agree. I think that right now, yes, you look at the Knicks, they are the better team, the more complete team, the team that has the real buy-in. I just think this version of the Nets is not the team that we will see finish the season.
Absolutely, and it's only a handful of games in. Our friend Stan Van Gundy tweeted this morning, right? Everyone who's saying everyone who's the greatest right now and everyone's the worst right now, it's all probably going to shake itself out, maybe a little more.
Come out and stand my faith and gospel.
So let's play on your faith and gospel then. Chiney said right now she would be taking the Knicks, but wants to see how the season plays out. So any 7-game series, Perk, who are you taking? Battle in New York.
If I'm going right now, I'm going with the New York Knicks. And there's no disrespect to Kevin Durant, but without Kyrie Irving, without the Nets lack toughness, right? They don't have that toughness in the interior. The Knicks have that. And then they have a guy by the name of Derrick Rose that could come in off the bench and show you flashes of his old MVP self. And then you add a Kemba Walker in there with Julius Randle giving you, the Knicks have the more complete team.
Zach Lowe, are you hearing all of this? Are you hearing what these folks are saying?
Yeah,
what do you think?
Of course I'm hearing it. The Knicks are awesome. They're 4-1. They're killing people. But look, this is very simple. If James Harden is James Harden, this is a non-discussion. With or without Kyrie Irving, the Nets are winning that series. Bing bong, it's over. If James Harden is the player he's been for the first 5 games of the season, which is a turnover machine, no free throws, flailing around just puking up garbage trying to get calls, missing shots, not getting to the rim, walking around on defense like a Halloween zombie, then it's going to be the Knicks in 7 games. It all comes down to Harden. The Nets were a big 3. Right now they're a big 1. The Knicks can beat a big 1. They can't beat Brooklyn's big 2.
You see, this is why I have a problem with, right? Because when it comes down to talking about the Lakers and their struggles, early struggles, we're quick to write them off. But when it comes down to the Brooklyn Nets, all of a sudden they're going to figure it out when the Lakers have more championship experience, right? And I'm not trying to move the goalposts. I'm just talking about both favorites that's supposed to come out of the conference. We have a different type of energy when it comes to the Lakers than when it comes to the Nets. When it comes to the Nets, it's
What did I say about the Lakers?
I'm saying
the Lakers.
Relax, Zach. I'm just telling you. I'm talking to the world, not you specifically. You all right with me today? Listen. What I'm saying is that the Nets are showing us who they are. And you have, in order to win the championship, you have to have defensive-minded people on your team. I'm not taking anything from Kevin Durant or James Harden, but their interior is weak in the inside.
I can't wait to have this same conversation back in April. This is going to be so much fun. The Knicks are back in action tomorrow against New Orleans, against the Pelicans, while the Bulls host the Jazz. And Chicago will be without Patrick Williams, who is expected to miss the rest of the season with a left wrist dislocation, according to senior insider Adrian Wojnarowski.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.